From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
Members of Congress and citizens gather to discuss voting rights and to figure out what can be done to prevent incidents like March's troubled presidential preference election from happening again. Plus,
with the 4th of July weekend coming up, it's important to be cautious when lighting those fireworks. What firefighters say you can do to stay safe while lighting up the sky.
And we have an in-depth special report on how you can keep your teens and families safe from child predators online.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Alexis Solari.
And I'm Cooper Gardner. Thanks for joining us.
At a church in South Phoenix, members of Congress, citizens, and community leaders gathered together to talk about voting rights in the wake of March's presidential preference election. Cronkite News reporter Eddie Keller was at the forum where those leaders called for reform.
Alexa, the election debacle that happened here in March is still making waves. Waves big enough to compel 3 U.S. representatives and community leaders here in the Valley to start laying the foundation for voting reform in Arizona. Congressman Ruben Gallego, Congresswoman Ann Kirkpatrick, and other Arizona leaders wanted to make their voices heard. They say that the voter suppression Arizona experience cannot happen again, and that the solution is the Voter Rights Act.
It's going to provide an opportunity where there's oversight. Congress is involved, our representatives involved here, city council and precinct district supervisors. So we're going to be the giraffe that's looking through the mirror right now. Big neck, overseeing everything. So there's going to be little opportunity for failure and for disenfranchisement of voter opportunities this time.
It's going to fix the fundamental right that every American has, which is to assure that they have a right to vote and their vote's going to get counted. We don't have that anymore.
And while the speakers at the forum say the Voter Rights Act is important, they also say it's up to you to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
I think it's up to the voters to hold them accountable, but if anything, in the meantime, they should be working to fix that.
I want to see for this state and for this branch and this county a new elections department executive team. That means no more Helen Purcell and no more Michelle Reagan. Goodbye.
I reached out to representatives from both Secretary of State Reagan's office and Maricopa County Recorder Helen Purcell's office. Both say they don't anticipate similar problems in the general election this fall as they saw in March. There will be 724 polling places open, and independents will be able to fully participate. In the broadcast center, Eddie Keller, Cronkite News.
And an update on a story we've been following, Attorney General Mark Brnovich says 10,000 Volkswagen and Audi owners in Arizona will receive reimbursements ranging from $5,000 to $10,000 from a federal class action settlement. The money would compensate owners of cars that were programmed to cheat on emissions tests. Volkswagen has agreed to either buy back or repair those vehicles. Final approval of the settlement is expected in October.
Upcoming Independence Day celebrations are sure to illuminate our skies, but not without serious safety concerns. Cronkite News reporter Joey Carrera learned about the explosive dangers pyrotechnics can cause.
Watching red, white, and blue hues burst into the sky is mesmerizing, but the Phoenix Fire Department says the consequences of one wrong move can be dangerous.
The Phoenix Fire Department held an event to demonstrate the extent of injuries fireworks can cause.
You know, people have fireworks go unexpectedly off in their hands, near them, goes in their eye.
They recommend leaving pyrotechnic displays to the professionals and watching one of the many events around the valley.
Just because fireworks are legal, some fireworks are permissible, that they're all very dangerous. They're very, very unpredictable. And we're trying to urge residents, don't use fireworks. They're not made for amateurs to use.
The Phoenix Fire Department inspects vendors around town to make sure all their merchandise is legal.
Anything that doesn't go up in the air or explodes. So it's like gonna be a ground sparkler, ground spinner, something like that. Where illegal fireworks are gonna be bottle rockets, Roman candles, firecrackers, those type items.
In this sweltering heat, the damage fireworks cause goes beyond bodily harm.
It's very dry out here. We have a lot of brush fires, a lot of wildfires going on. So those fireworks are very hot. They burn very, very hot, even sparklers. So if that gets any kind of dry brush, it's going to catch really quickly.
Getting caught with illegal fireworks is a Class 1 misdemeanor that can lead to jail time or fines starting at $1,000. In the broadcast center, Joey Carrera, Cronkite News.
In an effort to prevent more heat-related deaths and rescues, the city of Phoenix is looking into closing its 41 trailheads during times of extreme heat. The city's Parks and Recreation Department will consider a proposal during their public meeting tomorrow that includes posting signs to indicate trail closures when the temperature hits 100 degrees.
Firefighters are continuing to battle the Bug Creek fire that started by the Cortez Lakes area yesterday. Crews this morning and into the afternoon were cleaning up part of Interstate 17, which was closed due to the proximity of the wildfire. The fire is now considered 50% contained. The Arizona Department of Transportation says to expect delays on the 17 northbound south of the Cortez Junction. Only one lane is open to the repair damage from the fire.
What's in a name? Plenty, say the people on both sides of the debate over the use of the term radical Islam as it relates to the war on terror. Cronkite News reporter Keisha Butts in our Washington bureau was at a Senate hearing where a Valley resident weighed in on using the term radical Islam.
There is no bill before the Senate Judiciary Subcommittee, just a question. Does the term radical Islam describe terrorists or unfairly smear the vast majority of Muslims?
We cannot combat and defeat radical Islamic terrorism without acknowledging it exists and directing our resources to stopping it.
Mzudi Jasser, president of the American Islamic Forum for Democracy in Phoenix, says the first step toward that acknowledgement is simply using the term radical Islam.
Unless we call it that, we're not going to be able to engage the precursors of that violence.
Jasser testified at a Senate hearing yesterday where he spoke about the Obama administration's refusal to use the term. Not only should the term be used, he said, but it should not be removed from official documents such as the 911 calls and the Orlando shootings.
The acting that sends them a message that we're afraid of them.
But critics say that using the term doesn't stand up to terrorists. Instead, it plays into their hands.
The reason why we're concerned about using terms like radical Islam or radical Islamic terrorism is that we think it actually undermines our safety.
Farhana Kara, executive director of Muslim Advocates, testified too, and she thinks labels like radical Islamist weaken our security here in America. She also thinks ISIS and other Islamic terrorist groups want us to use these terms, so it looks like the West is at war with Muslims.
By using religiously charged terms like jihad, like saying this is Islamic terrorism, this is an Islamic cause, it's actually feeding into their narrative, into their propaganda.
The line to get into the hearing snaked down the hallway, but no decisions were made, so the debate will continue. Live in Washington, I'm Keisha Butts, Cronkite News.
With social media becoming more prevalent in today's digital age, it's more important than ever to keep your kids safe.
Coming up on Cronkite News, we have an in-depth special report on how you can keep your kids safe online.
And the federal government may soon be looking at the Twitter and Facebook profiles of visitors to the U.S., why they are going to screen some travelers' posts for national security.
It's summertime on PBS. What's coming up? You'll never guess. We'll meet some famous presidents and tour their famous residence. We're going to shake the family tree to search our genealogy. Detective teams are out in force. Inspector Lewis and Deborah Morse. We'll leap into the clear blue sky to see how nature's creatures fly. And fireworks? The answer's yes. It's summertime on PBS.
Introducing Classical Arizona PBS, your classical music connection. On TV, listen to Classical Arizona PBS on digital channel 8.4. On the go, download the free Classical Arizona PBS app to stream performances. Find out about classical concerts and watch exclusive videos. Download the free Classical Arizona PBS app, then follow Classical Arizona PBS on Facebook and Twitter for news, photos, and events near you. Classical Arizona PBS, your classical music connection. Discover so much more at azpbs.org/schedule, where it's easier than ever to find out what's on Arizona PBS. Access interactive digital and printable program guides, repeat times, and full episode descriptions. Watch program previews of best bets for the coming week. Search by title to find your favorite shows. You can even add programs to your calendar and get email reminders when they're about to start. It's easier than ever to find out what's on Arizona PBS. Discover so much more at azpbs.org/schedule.
Hi, I'm Charlie Rose. As part of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU, Arizona PBS is providing a state-of-the-art venue for the next generation of journalists. From newsrooms in Washington, Los Angeles, and here in Phoenix, Students engage in real-time, real-world news reporting, broadcast production, and online innovation. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS working together in new ways to bridge the classroom to the community in the digital age.
Heaven knows you're a dreamer. Don't hide it from anyone. Don't hide it from anyone. Hey, would you believe me if I said we are here for a reason now? This is our life. This is what counts. This is for us. I will go
A Cronkite News in-depth report tonight. School books may be closed for the summer, but laptops are open. For the next few months especially, protecting kids from online predators is a priority for parents and for Arizona's Internet Crimes Against Children's Task Force.
I feel a deep sense of regret. I regret that we haven't done more to educate our kids. I regret that we haven't done more to teach non-experts in cybersecurity about how to keep themselves and their kids safe.
Jamie Winterton isn't just the mother of 2 young boys, she's also the director of strategy for ASU's Global Security Initiative. She says empowering children about online safety is crucial in today's digital space.
Once kids have a sense that the computer is really a portal into a different world and is not self-contained, that's a good time to start talking about what's on the other side of that portal and what kinds of things they need to be watching out for.
In 2015, 92% of teens ages 13 to 17 years old reported going online daily. Of that, 24% say they go online almost constantly. In partnership with the FBI and local police departments, Arizona's Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force works to ensure kids and teens know about online dangers.
So what we do is we go online and we proactively look for people who are trying to hurt children.
Sergeant Jerry Barker leads Arizona's Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, and it's during the summer where he sees an increase in kids' online activity.
What we do see is more events occurring late at night when they're out of school, because they can stay up later, they can go out to the park.
According to a report from the Arizona Attorney General's office, 85% of harassment initially occurs when a child or teen was logged on at home. That harassment primarily occurring through instant messages, emails, and chat rooms.
The problem is you don't know who you're talking to. So the biggest threat is talking with this unknown man who may be acting like he's a 13-year-old girl, and all of a sudden now he wants to meet you at a park. And the next thing you know, you're kidnapped.
30% of teens ages 13 to 17 have considered meeting someone they have chatted with online, according to a report from the Arizona Attorney General's office. And when teens receive messages online from a stranger, 40% reported that they usually reply and chat with that person. Barker says kids should not be left alone with a computer in their bedroom.
The way I tell parents is, if somebody knocks at your door and he's some 45-year-old guy, and he says, hey, I just want to come in the bedroom and talk with your daughter. Would you let him in and talk with your daughter? Absolutely not.
Ken Colburn of Data Doctor says parents just need to engage with their children and the technology they use.
Ask your child to show you and teach you things. Show interest in what they're doing.
Colburn suggests free tools from K9webprotection.com and MyWatt.com to monitor and filter what your child may be exposed to. But that's not a substitute for talking to your children about what they're doing online.
It starts with a relationship. I think a lot of people think this is a technology issue. It really isn't. Technology is going to support the relationship. But if the relationship's not there, no amount of technology is going to really help.
And it's relationships the Paradise Valley School District is trying to foster as well. About 2 years ago, Peavey School District began teaching its students about digital citizenship.
So you think about kindergarten, right? and that golden rule, and we want to treat others like we want to be treated. And digital citizenship is that same concept, it's just online.
Topics that are covered include digital footprint and reputation and internet safety. Araza's high school daughter Hayden thinks before she posts.
If I were to put out this Instagram account or send this Instagram account directly to my boss or to someone that I want to, somewhere that I want to go, a college, a professor, anyone, would I be comfortable standing there and showing them that profile?
And that's the key to social media success.
I think she's very smart. I think that's amazing. We're entering this new world where you can put everything online from a very young age and it will be there forever.
If you want your children to learn about online safety through interactive games, you can visit the FBI's website at sos.fbi.gov. For an in-depth list of resources about online safety, be sure to visit Cronkite News Online with the full story.
The federal government may screen social media accounts of foreign travelers looking for possible terrorists. The Homeland Security Department made this proposal last week, and it's now in a 60-day public comment period before it can be formally considered. The proposal says non-citizens traveling to and from the U.S. on a visa waiver could be asked about their social media profiles, but their passwords will remain private. The U.S. Customs and Border Patrol would ask them to volunteer their Twitter, Facebook, and other social media handles. The Arizona Cardinals remember a former coach and legend in the world of football in Buddy Ryan. Coming up on Cronkite News, we caught up with former players who talked fondly about the legacy he left behind. And learn what Phoenix Mercury players had to say about a legend in the world of women's college basketball in Pat Summitt.
We are here tonight to explore tough issues.
You've got to have people around you who aren't just laying rose petals in front of your way. And I kid you not, this is true.
Trust is everything.
This has been so much fun.
It's about reaching people.
There are more players on the world stage. The issues are more complex.
We ask the questions that take us closer to the truth.
What happened and what might happen.
Because that's what we do.
Would you like doing something like I do?
I couldn't do this. I'm not qualified.
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
When I was 12 years old, I was watching great performances on PBS. This program with Nureyev came on. Nureyev in a performance of Le Corsaire, and I was amazed and awestruck. I really wanted to do it. I was street dancing at the time, and I never thought of formal dance until I saw great performances. I knew that I was really a novice to dance, like high dance. I decided to check out the High School Performing Arts, and so one thing led to the next. Today, as a recognized dancer, I absolutely believe that when I saw the performance, it affected me tremendously. And I know that's what happens when I teach. I'm opening an option for them that they hadn't seen before.
The Arizona Cardinals family is mourning the death of former head coach Buddy Ryan. Ryan coached for the Arizona Cardinals for 2 seasons, and even though it was a short time here in the Valley, he left a lasting impact. Byron Evans and Mark McMillan at Camp 29 at Williams Field High School in Gilbert. Evans and McMillan were both coached by Ryan. Now, they're helping train future football players. McMillan said, Ryan's death is a loss for football.
A great man, lived a great life. He's a guy that wants to be celebrated, doesn't want to feel, anybody to feel sorry for him. So it's a loss for the NFL, but it's a gain for the man upstairs in heaven.
McMillan says Ryan's legacy of never giving up will live on in the coach's twin sons. Ryan was 85.
Legendary Tennessee head coach Pat Summitt died at a Knoxville hospital yesterday morning. Cronkite News reporter Crandall Brantley spoke with one of the former players about Summitt's legacy.
The late Pat Summitt finished her coaching career with the most wins in college basketball history and received the Presidential nominee Medal of Freedom in 2012, an honor known as our country's top civilian award. Phoenix Mercury center and former Tennessee volunteer Isabel Harrison talked about Summitt's lasting impact.
It's also a game of wheels. See how tough we are this day.
Tuesday morning, the basketball world lost a sports icon as Pat Summitt passed away with dementia at the age of 64. Summitt coached the Tennessee Lady Vols to 8 national titles in a 38-year span and touched the lives of hundreds of players along the way.
Growing up a hard worker, came from a lot of brothers and sisters, and that's all they knew, hard work. So I'm glad she was able to pass that to us, because there's so many people with jobs and coaching positions and playing in the league still because of her.
Summitt held a 100% graduation rate with players that finished their career at the university. Phoenix Mercury center Isabel Harrison played for Tennessee with the last class coached under Pat Summitt.
They call us the legacy class because we're the last class to get recruited and coached by Pat Summitt, and I think that's something that each year we got older, we started to teach the younger girls.
Mercury head coach Sandy Brondello remembers meeting Summitt back when she was 17 years old and said she helped put women's basketball in the spotlight.
Just the legacy that she's created. It's not just winning titles for her, but it's making, obviously all the players that you hear, just how much they totally respect her and how they've helped her not just become a better person, a player, but be a better person.
Harrison shared stories and said she was amazed by her former coach's effort to hold players accountable every day despite battling an illness.
She'll yell at you. She told me one day if I wouldn't get my act together, I would have to run the whole arena in TBA. Yeah, and at the end of the day, she sat me down and was like, this is what you need to work on. And it's from a loving place.
Harrison later expressed that she'll never forget the bond she grew with her former coach off the court.
It's just something that we shared. She's just been through this whole process with me, and I'm gonna miss her.
Summitt became the first person in U.S. basketball history to win an Olympic medal as a player and coach after coaching the USA women's team to a gold medal in the '84 Olympics. Her funeral ceremony will be held on July 14th in Knoxville, Tennessee. In the broadcast center, Crandall Brantley, Cronkite News.
Looking ahead to the Summer Olympics in Rio, Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps had a strong outing at the Olympic trials in Omaha, Nebraska last night. As you can see, Phelps, the most decorated athlete in the history of the Olympic Games, trounced the competition in the semifinals of the 200-meter butterfly last night, finishing first in his heat. Today, Phelps opted not to compete in the 100-meter freestyle this morning in order to rest up for the 200-meter butterfly finals tonight. Cronkite News will send a team of reporters to the games in Rio this August. Be sure to check out cronkitenews.azpbs.org for the latest.
A meteor that was seen in the skies earlier this month is not lost in space anymore.
And it's been found by ASU researchers, coming up on Cronkite News. What this meteor discovery in the valley means for the future of space science.
The true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts.
This is who I am, where I'm from.
If you're on the right side of history, you can accomplish anything.
It's a connection between your present and your past.
Come this way. This is good. This is very good.
We are attempting to fulfill the promise of America.
The stories about who we are shape us.
This chance to go through a time machine.
Good heavenly days.
We should know our history.
It informs, but it doesn't constrict you.
It's a framework to carry out human activity.
The sky is the limit.
It started a long time ago.
For only the third time in the award's 74-year history, a Phoenix-based news operation wins the prestigious Alfred I. DuPont Columbia Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism. And this year, that news operation is Cronkite News, the news division of Arizona PBS, honored for its work on the groundbreaking documentary, Hooked, Tracking Heroin's Hold on Arizona. Cronkite News at Arizona PBS, award-winning journalism you can count on from the station you trust.
Remember that flash of light and loud boom earlier this month that came from a meteor hitting Arizona? Well, researchers at Arizona State University say they found pieces of it. Officials say a team of meteorite hunters located 15 meteorites on tribal lands. Working alongside the White Apache Mountain Tribe, scholars spent more than 130 hours scanning the White Mountains for the space rock. The tribe will have ownership of the meteorites, but ASU will curate them. The flash of light you can see in the sky and then crashing down was the meteor that hit early morning on June 2nd. NASA officials say it was a small asteroid in space, but it broke apart, and when it entered the Earth's atmosphere, it became a meteor.
They're celebrating the 4th of July already in space. Footage from NASA's Hubble Space Telescope picked up this photo behind me, showing a fireworks display in a small nearby galaxy. The bright red and blue lights are part of the dwarf galaxy, which is flat and tilted so it looks like a skyrocket. Researchers believe all galaxies started looking similar to this, including the Milky Way.
All rockets ready for takeoff. NASA conducted its final qualification test yesterday on the booster for the most powerful rocket in the world. The test of the Space Launch System's booster took place at a testing facility in Utah. This booster will help send Space Launch System's first uncrewed test flight with NASA's Orion spacecraft, which is a key factor in the agency's journey to Mars. That launch is expected to happen in late 2018.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton talks about concerns over the future of the U of A's College of Medicine in downtown Phoenix. And we'll take you to a local coffee shop that serves up a cup of joe with sustainability.
I'm Gwen Eiffel. On the next NewsHour, Judy Woodruff sits down with the head of the CIA, John Brennan. That's Wednesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.